right? So again, welcome. Today we are looking at the intermediate level of using S3 story maps. So previously, we have actually created a map tour story maps using the CSV template. We have learned how to input data into in the Excel, right, and then save it and then upload it to the platform for a very quick way of creating a story maps that tells it's sort of a tour. Okay, take a tour around different places and look at different information that's tied to the different various locations. So today we will be, so this is the map tour. So today we'll be looking at a different story map, right, which is the Swipe and Spyglass, right? So this is another app that we have in ArcGIS Online, right? So previous in the emails earlier I have sent you, so you have probably have a sense of what does the Swipe and Spyglass story map looks like, right? So if you have not seen it, okay, so you may want to take a look at the Swipe and so look at the example that I have provided to you with you, right? So it's http://gg.gg/Rondonia, right? So if you want, you can actually take a look at it. So now, this is the screen that you are. If you go to the URL, this is the screen that you will be seeing. Rani, do you see the screen? The story map? Yeah, that's great. Okay, so this is the Rondonia story map. So it's a comparison of two satellite images between 2000 and 2008. So if you click and shift the bar, the slider, right, you can see the changes. So this is Rondonia in 2000. So if you swipe towards the left, you can look at the changes in 2008 as well. All right, so this is what we have achieved in our session today. Right. So there are other examples of various story maps as well. So if you go to storymaps.arcgis.com, all right, so you can see the various other Swipe and Spyglass kind of examples, right? So recently we have several tornadoes and typhoons in the US. So there are actually various examples that's already built up there. So you can actually take a look at them, right? So without further ado, let's get on to the actually creating of this resource, all right? Shall we? So this is what you need. First, you need to have access to this particular web map, right? So I've created, so this is https://arc.is/1YA capital letter K, J, and Z. All right. So if you click or if you go to this URL, it will bring you to a web map, right? So I'm going to bring you to that particular web map now. So I'm now moving on to ArcGIS platform. So can you see the same map, but now it's in the ArcGIS Online environment? Okay, good. So this is the web map that we will be working on, right? So if you click on the details, okay, you click on the content, you will see that it's basically a map that has got two layers. First layer is the Rondonia in 2008. The second layer is Rondonia in year 2000. So we're going to use this web map, right? And then interface it with the slider. So this is what I'm going to do. So the first step here is that so now you have access to this map. What you need to do is to save this map into your own folder. So to do that, you click sign in. This is where after you have clicked the sign in on the top right, you will open up this dialog box, right? Then you can key in your ArcGIS Online credential. Okay, so you realize that, so we're back at the ArcGIS Online environment. You realize that now you have signed in. You see your user, your name, your first name there. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So it shows that you have signed in, right? So now you can actually save this particular web map to your own account. So what you do is you click save.
Okay.
Save as.
Yep.
You can see this save map, right? Right. So I will give it my title. So well, you can give it any title you like. So this is Rondonia Swipe.
Compare contrast.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Or swipe.
right? So you realize that initially I gave you a public map, right? So
Yeah.
now you have access to the map, you can actually save this public map into your own folder. So now this map will reside in your account. So we click on save. There's a folder that's tied to your name. You click on save. You'll be saved into your content. So you now you'll be working on this this particular instance of the map and no more the public map. So you see, so how to check is that you check the name here. So it's actually the name that you typed in. So Rondonia swipe map, compare and
right. And your name, yeah.
Yeah, correct. So now we are ready to share to create the web in the swipe interface. So to do that, you click on share. So you see another dialog box. So it allows you to share. You have the option to show to share this map to whoever. So now I'm going to put it to public, right? So anybody that has the link will be able to access this particular swipe map, right?
Okay.
So I click on everyone as a public. So I scroll down. I have these two options, whether to embed it in the website or create a web app. So if you're just sharing this map, you can actually embed this particular map in the website. But now I'm going to create a web app, right? So I will choose the second option, create a web app. So once you click create a web app, you will be given various options, what kind of different kind of application that you can actually create based on whatever maps, the web maps that you have created.
Okay.
So I'm selecting this compare maps layers. So again, there are various options so that you can compare analysis. This is actually comparing 4 different maps in the screen, right? So now we're looking at Storymap, Swipe, and Spyglass. So we will select this, right? And then you click Create Web App. All right, then they give you the final option. So this is the final some details that you key in. Whether you can change the title here if you want. Otherwise, you can leave it as it is. So we can leave the title as it is, and then we will then click Done. Once this is clicked, you will be there'll be another tab that opens up. Can you see this loading story, loading data?
Loading,
all right,
yeah.
great. So now this packaging the two the web map into a swipe and a swipe application, right? So here there are a few options. The first option is to select the kind of layout. So this is a swipe layout. The spyglass is actually it pops up a circle and then it's like a zooming, it's like a magnifying glass, right?
Right.
So if you have a different map that you want to show detail as compared to the borders, then you probably choose spyglass. But this in this instance, we're looking at the vertical bar layout. So this is chosen, the selected layout. Then you go to next. Right. In the next option, you have whether is it a layer in the web or 2 web maps. Right. So you have more than one maps to show. Then you select the 2 web map option. So in this instance, we have 2 layers, but they're all residing in one map. Right. So this is the option that you want to choose as well. So it's a layer in the web map. You click next. So this is how it will look like the user interface. Right. So you have a slider in the middle with the 2 layers that you are that we've seen. So this is the option for your description. So if you have a description in the web map, it will be displayed here. This is a legend, right? So in this case, actually, I do not have. I just want to compare the 2 satellite images. So I will disable, right, the legend, the description, as well as the pop-up. So it's only basically a slider between 2 satellite images. And the last step is to open the app. So if you click on Open App.
Okay.
It's very much done already, all right? So you have gotten the 2 maps, right? 2 map layers, right? So you can just slide across. So it's exactly the one that I've shown you earlier on, right? The one on the left is year 2000. The one on the right is year 2008. So you can see on the one side, you can see some of the changes over the 8 years or so.
So can we ask some questions?
Yeah, sure, Rani. Yes.
Okay. So just now I asked you if I want to insert some data on the map, like where is this place, the extent, or even some questions. I can embed questions.
Yes. So if you want to put in annotation onto the map, you have to do it at the web map. So
Okay.
it is at the previous step before we actually come to here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you will
Earlier.
that's the place where you actually do the annotation, right? And doing certain highlighting of certain locations. Then you save the map, and then you share the map, and you create the web map. Then you will see the changes inside this environment.
Right. Not so sure whether Sapin has any questions for you. Not so sure whether.
So the maps that are available, we need to purchase them.
Our current subscription of ArcGIS Online actually doesn't allow us to upload satellite images so straightforward. No? So we are dependent on what is available in the repository.
Okay.
So if you can find the satellite images in the repository, then you will be able to create a swipe map
I'm
like
just
this.
wondering, you said you have saved it in your folder, right? What was public, you got it saved in your folder.
That's right.
Does it mean then you could access this anytime? You could print it from your folder, you could give it to the kids. Yeah.
Okay, so again, we have not completed this step yet, right? So let me just complete this step, and then I'll answer that question. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we are now at this particular web app environment. This is a swipe map environment. So we need to complete this by editing the title. So we want to put a better title than this. So you say maybe it's an impact of deforestation.
Yeah.
Then you have a subtitle. You can give it a map.
Showing Randonia before 2000 and after 2008, something like that.
Right. Thank you, Rani. Okay. So now that you have the title, you have the subtitle. All right. Then you will have to save this particular web app before you can share it. Right. So you save. Okay. And then because it's we previously set it as public, so story is publicly accessible. So to share your story, we will then have to copy this URL. Okay. Right. Then this is how you share this particular web app with anybody. So yeah. So to answer your question, anybody can access this anytime, anywhere. If you have a mobile device or a browser, so you just have to enter the URL into a browser. You can see this map. Yes.
Okay, so even the student and all that, yeah.
Correct. So if we click on open, this is exactly what the user will see. So this is ready for consumption. Yeah.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you're saying whether we can then print this. Unfortunately, we can't print this map. Because the feature of this map is actually in the zooming in the slider and in the zooming in and out of the features. So if you print this, then it becomes that instant and you can't do a comparison.
Yeah. Okay, understand. Thank you.
Yep.
So this is like a live data, right? And therefore you can't print it because it's really live data.
Correct. So there's the interaction with the content is important for the analysis here.
Yeah, right. Okay, wonderful.
Yep. So we have very much completed the demo. All right, the hands-on. So yeah. You have any questions?
One concern I have is the data may not be very current. Right now we are seeing Rondonia. The data was 2008. I would be interested to see Rondonia maybe 2016. how is the state of deforestation? How can I get that on? Yeah.
Okay. So maybe then we will just go back a bit to the earlier step. We'll just do the demonstration of the earlier step. Okay, so we have Rondonia in 2008. We have Rondonia in 2000. So I turn on 2008. This is 2008. So I turn on 2000. This is 2000. If I turn both layers off, the base map that you're seeing now is actually the latest available satellite imagery that we have. So this could be 2014.
Okay. So you turn off 2000 and 2008 maps.
Yes. So it's actually based on the using the base map. So we could choose different kind of base map. So for example, if I turn on the topographic map, this is how it will look like as a base map. But if I turn on imagery, it will be similar to the two maps that we've seen earlier. This is a satellite map. So we can create the swipe based on the satellite, this satellite map, as well as the Rondonia 2000 map. And then we go through the same process of creating the swipe map. Right. But now we are actually swiping between 2000 and 2014. Right. So before I end, all right, I'd like to invite you to this particular website that we have. So it's called spatialmatter.pw. It's actually my effort to actually document all the various lesson ideas, lesson plans, okay, that we have worked with the schools over the years, right? So I also want to invite you to be a contributor to the user blog, right? So if you have any experience with creating story maps or any other GIS or using geospatial technology, okay, I will create an account for you, then you can actually blog on that same website as well.
Okay. So you will invite us.
Yes, that's right.
Invite us. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you at the next webinar.